So going into this fall season, I already was thinking to myself, like, there's a lot of fragrances out there. A lot of them have a lot of redundancy. A lot of reviewers are just mentioning the same things over and over and over. And so I wanted to come out and let you guys know 10 fall fragrances, as well as one cheapie on top of that, that are just going to be really nice hidden gems that not everybody is talking about for the fall season. If you're looking for some of that cool weather stuff and you're getting prepared, my favorite season as far as fragrance is concerned. 10 fragrances that aren't talked about that much that are great for the fall season. So without further ado, let's get it. What's crack-a-lackin', my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude. Smash that like, comment below, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. Let me know some of your favorite designer niche indie fragrances that are great for the fall season, and ones that not everybody really talks about that much. So while there might be some designers in here, they're designers that you really don't see that often. And before I get into that, I wanted to talk to you guys about one cheapie that is great for the fall season that I don't see many people talking about, even though it's one of the best fall cheapies of all time. This is CK1 Shock. It literally smells like a caramel apple with kind of like a background of a spicy Carlisle Leighton blend. It's for being like 20 bucks. It smells like a $200 fragrance. It's absolutely phenomenal. It smells like Halloween. It smells like fall. Really, really phenomenal. And speaking of that, also, I could have put Parfums de Marly Hopped On in this. Speaking of caramel apple, that's like a smoked caramel apple around a fire with falling leaves around you. It's really, really good. Let's get into the actual top 10, or should I just say the 10 fragrances that I think are great for the fall season. Some of them might lean winter, but I like to start wearing them in the fall, especially in Pittsburgh. It gets cooler really quick. And these ones are ones that aren't talked about enough. I need to talk about this one because if you don't know this, you need to definitely try it out. This is by the house of Makin Scents. This is Fallen Leaf. I mean, if the name doesn't give it away, I don't know what does. This smells like 1 million Privé, kind of like that cinnamon cider. If you mixed it together with the fragrance from Wanted by Night, which is kind of like that cinnamon, amberwood fruitiness. They mix those two fragrances together, and this is absolutely phenomenal. It is one of the best, if not like top 5 fall fragrances in my opinion. I need to buy a bigger bottle of this just because I have that decant. And I think they have the bigger bottles now, but yeah, definitely try out Making Sense Fallen Leaf, and the price is under $100. So, I mean, you really can't beat that. If you trust me at all, buy that fragrance. With that said, the next one, I don't know why people don't talk about this one that much, but it's fantastic. You could go with this or the Elixir. This is Boss the Scent Magnetic. Oh, Maninka, obviously. You get that powdery Maninka. You also do get this kind of bran absolute that provides almost like a cereal-like vibe to it. And then you also do get this kind of like honeyed vanilla. And, oh, I remember when this stuff came out, I just went, oh, I went crazy for it. This stuff is just absolutely beautiful. It's sweet, but masculine at the same time. It can be construed as unisex, but I can say the fruitiness is next level if you've ever tried the Scent DNA. This is up there with the Private Accord that came from this line, which is not discontinued, unfortunately. It's almost like the vanilla version of that, which that was the dark chocolate version. This one is the vanilla version of it with that bran absolute that just adds some fuel to the fire. It's so freaking good. The next one is another cheapie that if you don't know about this, then whether you're a man, a woman, or whatever, it doesn't matter. You need to get your hands on this for $22 at Burlington. Banana Republic's Tobacco and Tonka Bean. This is the best Banana Republic. Whether you're talking about the fresh ones, like I know I have Vintage Green, Linen Vetiver, Meadow Rain, Pure White, Dark Cherry, and Amber. This one's the best. It is tobacco and Tonka bean with a plum. Oh, the fruitiness on top of that. It's so warm, sensual, has a nice ambery backbone. It only lasts like 2 to 3 hours, but it's one of those fragrances. Wear to bed, wear when you wake up in the morning. It's just calming and delightful. It really, really is. Anyway, going into the next one. If you like the Kilian Angel Share, but you want something that's like 50% Angel Share, but also does its own thing, this is Nuit Nomad Sugar Leather. $109 for this. And I'm telling you, that nice colored juice is because they have a beautiful suede in this fragrance. If you took that kind of richness, oak barrel, sweetness, cinnamon bun drink of Angel Share, dialed down the richness, dialed down the sweetness, made it a little bit more comforting and calming, and then added in a nice, beautiful, soft and supple leather / suede just underneath it. That's not overpowering. If you don't like leather, it doesn't matter. This is still going to be a great choice. I'm telling you, it's a very, very wearable, unisex leaning masculine version of that style of DNA, dialing back the sweetness a tad and adding in this nice suede. And it's so freaking good. I'm telling you, sugar leather. I heard about this on some random reviewer short that I've never heard before, and it just sounded good. And I was like, that can't be as good as it sounds. It is. It's as good as it sounds. And it's half the prices of the Angel Share, so can't beat that. This one I got in recently, and I'm telling you, this might be more for the winter, but I wanted to include it in a list anyway. But this is Maison d'Aub's Silent Night. Maison d'Aub's Silent Night. So I'm starting to change my mind on this as to what it reminds me of. So it's definitely fruity. It has this nice, beautiful plum. It has a little bit of a floral undertone, but it's almost like a plum version of Spice Bomb Infrared if you made it more niche quality. That is what my wife said. She said it kind of reminds me of. Well, she goes, "Are you wearing Spice Bomb Infrared? Because it smells like you're wearing it with something else." I said, "You know what? Hold on a second." Yeah. It does. It kind of has, it's almost like if you took Spice Bomb Infrared, that like cinnamon benzoin bomb, that spice, it adds a little bit more spice, like almost like a black pepper mixed together with that. And then you dial down the richness, make it more higher quality, and then add in a beautiful plum that is more of like a warm but fresh plum, and then a little bit of this kind of semi-floral underneath. I'm telling you, high quality stuff. Very, very beautiful. I'm going to be wearing this a lot during the fall and winter. Absolutely great. Someone said it smells like the holidays, and it really does. It smells like the holidays. You can almost construe that fragrance for like a cranberry spiced scent. It kind of has that vibe. Anyway, this was my favorite release of 2025, hands down. Day 3 Tres Oros. Oh, I can't wait to wear this during the cool weather. I mean, I got this big of a dent, and I only wore it in the warm weather. And it's a cool weather scent. I mean, mostly cool weather. It is a pineapple ring, a little bit toasted, that has a nice raw honey. And then you take some cinnamon sticks and then just grate them on top. That's what this smells like. It is a semi-fresh gourmand. If you're somebody who doesn't like overly sweet gourmands, then look this way. If you like Zaharoff Aurum, that honey that brings, the honey is in here. It just has more of a blend, especially in the opening, and you get that nice cinnamon, you get the pineapple. It's a really, really good fragrance. Yeah, Tres Oros, can't believe that they released that. It's almost like they released it for me. And speaking of Zaharoff Aurum, that's next on the list. You want a nice natural honey, Zaharoff Aurum, and they got that nice beehive on the back. And when you get to the dry down, once that honey, it is a very rich, decadent honey. And it's almost like if you took the honey from Tres Oros and just dialed it to 100. That's what it is for the first like 20 minutes. You get a little bit of this kind of like hazelnutty, chocolatey vibe in the background. And when you get to the dry down, it kind of blends that honey together almost with like Nestle Quick or some kind of like cocoa powder. It's like hot chocolate powder. It's kind of what this smells like when you get to the dry down, or kind of like a hazelnut spread or something. Oh my goodness. Stuff is just absolutely delectable. Another gourmand, and this one is down the more sweeter route. Zaharoff, they don't miss when it comes to cool weather fragrances. They just don't. And going into the last two. This one, I mean, it's out there. It's in a lot of stores. Just people don't talk about it enough. It's my second favorite Tom Ford of all time. Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. I like this better than the Parfum because this one has more of the vanilla. So this one is kind of this really rich and luxurious vanilla. It's like almost like a vanilla bean. You don't smell in many other vanilla fragrances. It has a little bit of a floral touch to the vanilla as well. It's just the way that the vanilla that they used really comes off. And then you get more of this kind of spiced woody tone as you're working your way into the dry down. But it's a classy, woody, spiced vanilla scent that smells nothing like tobacco vanille, nothing like any of the other fragrances from the house. Tom Ford's Noir Extreme doesn't really smell like anything else I've ever smelled before. And if you're looking for something that you stick out in a crowd, this is going to do it. Well, everybody's going to love what you smell like. You smell like you're wearing a leather jacket or just dressed to impress. This is absolutely fantastic. It lasts about 8 hours. 8 hours. Man, I got the hiccups today. And going into the last one, I should have chose the Intense, but I don't have my bottle. I can't find my bottle, which is sad. But this one is absolutely fantastic too. This is Guerlain's Lhomme Ideal Extreme, which again, I said one of them is a little bit better in the winter, but it doesn't matter. This works out in the fall. If you have tried, it works out in the fall. If you haven't tried the Lhomme Ideal DNA, it is Tonka and almond, and then it's just what's on top of the Tonka and almond. In this one, it is plum and tobacco. And the plum really shows its face right away. Really nice, warm, fruity plum. Any of the Guerlains in the Lhomme Ideal line, they're more eclectic. And so if you're not somebody who likes unique scents or something that's a little bit more dressed up, then you're probably not going to like any of the Lhomme Ideals, maybe the EDT, but any of these ones, if you like that powdery almond, because powdery almond always comes across, and it's not overly powdery, it's just that powdery Tonka and almond. Almond always comes across a little bit more dressed up. And just like Pegasus and all that. The only one maybe Vanilla Sex. I don't know. But this one is fantastic. And I love the color. Now that mine's matured all the way. Nice pink fluid. Really, really nice. And I also have the one with the red front. But I like that bottle. And they don't make those anymore. So I have that still in the box. So, Lhomme Ideal Extreme. That is the last one on my list. If you guys want to wear some great fragrances that are going to make you smell great during the fall and winter, those are absolutely phenomenal, and not a lot of people talk about them anymore. So let me know what you think about this list, some other ideas for other fragrances, and again, I'll be back with another one. Peace out.